Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Syberia 3 on Nintendo Switch. Okay, go find some iodine. But I think we already have it.
The iodine compartment.
Because we picked up that root. That root should contain iodine. Or at least enough for our purposes.
Iodine levels sufficient. Quarantine protocol terminated. Decontamination procedure recommencing. Please remain immobile. Decontamination procedure underway. Please remain immobile. Decontamination procedure terminated. Opening airlock.
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you again, Oscar.
Oh, yes. Well, let me see. I am not unhappy to see you either, Kate Walker.
Go back to the Youkols again, Oscar. Tell them to get ready to leave. I'll join you as soon as I can.
At your command, Kate Walker.
Let's see, do I need to redo my fire? Or my torch and light it back up again?
First, I have to light the torch.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Miss Kitwalk, hurry with workbench.
Oh, why can't I use it?
Empty. Fortunately, my torch still seems to have enough.
Fresh air at last. Ah, I am glad to be leaving that hell behind us.
And now,
We'll camp here for the night and continue the journey at the break of dawn. Our next step will be the last in this country. The ancient bridge across the river Balatom on the border with Yakistan. Once we're across, we'll be safe from our pursuers.
well now that's good news. See you later, Kirk.
Uh-oh.
Miss Kitwalk! Made arrangement with previous owner. Yurts just for your sleep until end of journey. Former owner now decide go live in other yurts so Miss Kitwalk sleep nice in this.
Thank you.
Oh, that's really very nice of you, Mr. Barut. Thank you so much.
So, do I need to have a nap? I'm assuming I do.
Oh, I wish. The Youkols have stored all of the things I've managed to take out of the clinic. That's so nice of them. Oh, I wish.
Oh, I guess I can't take a nap. That was my one chance to take a nap.
Cloudburst. Spirits upset, Miss Catwalk.
Hey, would you look at that?
Oh, it's that same one I've been petting.
This creature seems to have taken quite a liking to me.
Where are we going, Miss Walker?
Bayertlagan, Miss Kitwalk.
Tribe knows spirits guide Miss Catwalk.
Ah, Kate Walker. How are your lodgings?
Great. Thank you so much for the yurt, but I really can't stay too long. I'm exhausted.
Alas, the night may well be long.
But why?
Miss Kate Walker, take look at the moon.
The Red Moon. It only very rarely enters this phase, about every 20 years.
Of all the dirty, sneaky...
I get the feeling I'm not going to get any sleep tonight because of it.
Possible, yes, Miss Kate Walker.
The night of the Red Moon is very special, Kate Walker. It is sacred for the Youkols.
Why is it so important?
The Red Moon is the time for a sacred ceremony that is very important for the Youkols. A ritual to bring the favor of the spirits upon the migration, and so to have a chance to reach the destination. Since the dawn of time, this ceremony has been held in the Temple of the Red Moon.
I didn't see any temple in the vicinity.
That is the problem, Miss Kate Walker. Since last migration, temple disappeared.
Come on, a temple can't just up and vanish like that.
Unless it is buried beneath tons of concrete.
Do you mean that the temple was demolished so that they could construct the stadium?
It is said that the spiritual guide of the previous migration, my predecessor in a way, found a way to save the temple.
How did he do that?
The guide Kantika, accompanied by a few other brave Youkols, offered to work on the site. They proved to be very able masons, to the point of being able to hide our temples beneath the concrete without anyone knowing. For months, they worked at night, away from the eyes of architects and foremen.
Youkol's worn out by hard work to save House of Spirits.
But they succeeded in their enterprise, and our temple really is hidden somewhere, beneath these modern buildings. Alas, the poor people died of exhaustion.
How terrible. I'm so sorry.
Ti Espiritulu, Makra Henok, Ignok Vanu. With these words, the tribe pays tribute to their sacrifice.
Ti Espiritulu, Makra Henok, Bignok Vanu. Temple must be somewhere here. Me tell tribe look for temple. But little help of Miss Kate Walker, not too much.
But you don't have a map or the slightest idea where the temple could be hidden?
We only know that it is here somewhere, beneath tons of concrete. We absolutely must find it, Kate Walker.
It's dangerous.
Listen, I understand you want to honor your traditions, and I respect that. Really. But isn't it dangerous to go looking for a temple that may not even exist? The people hunting us have got to be close.
We must have the blessing of the spirits, Kate Walker. Without it, it will be impossible for us to enter Yakistan.
In that case, let's get to work.
Right of good fortune.
What exactly does the ceremony consist of?
The ritual of the Red Moon is to draw the favor of the spirits onto our caravan. A purification before we can cross the border into Yakistan. It's also a very personal type of trial. It's difficult to explain the ceremony in a few words, Kate Walker. You need to experience it to understand.
The border.
Are you sure Olga and the Colonel won't be able to chase us on the other side of the border?
Yes, Kate Walker. Yakistan is outside their jurisdiction.
Help from the tribe.
Have the Youkols already started the search?
Of course. Don't hesitate to ask if you need help.
Right. I'll also go take a look around.
Okay.
Good thing Miss Kate Walker and tribe help each other.
Can't do nothing for Miss Kate Walker.
Ostriches can now eat and rest for a while. They are happy.
Oh, this camp is like big. Assuming I have to go back in town.
Reaching sacred lands of ostriches very difficult in these conditions.
Thank you, Miss Kate Walker.
ancient migration did very good work to hide sacred temple. Maybe little too good. Nobody here, Tuk Tuk.
Tuk?
Miss Catwalk finally find something?
Not yet. Still working on it.
Voyage full of trouble. Spirits unhappy.
Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, there's not much I can interact with, but I can certainly get lost.
With all the effort it took to get through the subway, there's no way I'm going back.
Okay. Nothing here? Hmm. God, looks like I could be able to go in there. But I cannot. Nothing here? Okay, where are we going? Going to Load Town. Yeah, this might be the biggest area in the game so far. Oh, very ambitious of them. You know, thought they'd only limit themselves to like locations with like 3 or 4 screens. You know, like the original game. And I think the sequel wasn't that many more locations either. Or I mean, they weren't comprised of a lot of different locations. What?
Must be clues for finding Sacred Red Moon Temple.
If there are clues, they are totally dark. Can't see a damn thing in this game.
Next time, succeed without any help.
I doubt you yokels could do that. There's some clueless people. Spray all around.
Strange. The inscriptions have also been translated into Youkol. Let's take a look. Here lies Uncle Burden Dana, dead with hammer in hand. Illegible.
Next time, succeed without any help.
God, where to even begin? There's so many places to go. I mean, not a lot of hotspots. That's the only bad thing. So I can wander all around, but I really can't interact with anything. Oh, you like the point and click ones? I mean, I'm okay with either one. I sort of like moving around. I mean, I just wish the engine ran better. Okay. Where the hell am I now? All that running around and I found one puzzle, but no clues on how to solve it. What the hell do I do now? Go here. Okay, so we don't want to go there yet. Here. You guys are freaky. Back to the graves. Is there only the one that we could read?
Here lies Uncle Burden Dana, dead with hammer in hand. Illegible.
Okay, so take a left, I guess? Oh, hey, there we go. There's a cabin. That's new, I think.
Illegible. Looks like there's nobody.
Is the spirit gonna rise and catch me? No, it's open. Well, who knew? Probably shouldn't have to solve like a 17-part puzzle to get that door open. Oh, hi.
Good evening. Sorry to intrude, but the door was open. Please excuse my curiosity. I'm accompanying a tribe of nomads who are camping in the stadium. We're trying to find a temple that used to be somewhere around here, before everything changed. Have you heard anything about such a temple? It's a very important place for the Youkols. A sacred site. If it still exists, you wouldn't happen to know where it is, would you? I'm afraid I have to insist. I had a look at that manuscript before you took it back. It looks as though it was written a very long time ago by one of the Youkols. It's a mixture of plans and of notes. I have to admit I don't really understand it, but it obviously indicates how to find the sacred temple.
What am I looking at?
It seems like the document means a lot to you. I'm sorry, but you have to let me take it. The Youkols will be absolutely lost if they can't find the sacred temple.
Kantika.
I've heard of him. He was the spiritual guide of the previous migration. Did you know him?
The foreman killed him. They made him work, and then work even more. Treated like an animal. I will never give my father's journal to someone from their camp. You'll have to kill me first.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think I found a knife yet. Yokels are my people.
Don't...
Listen, I'm not who you think I am. I have nothing to do with the people who built the stadium. I left everything to accompany the Youkols on their journey. I've become one of them now.
You think I'm a fool. I don't actually believe everything I hear, and I will never tell someone like you anything. You're not even worth half of a Youkol like me. You're nothing but a Bolshevik.
What do you mean?
My name is Dunyasha Dubrovskaya Tika. Kantika, my father, was the leader of the Youkols, who were made to work like dogs on this stadium. Then he got together with a woman from around here. A woman who was working in one of the canteens on site. And that's the story of how I was born.
You know, I'm just running away from the people chasing us. The Youkol caravan and me. Those people want to hurt us. The Youkols I'm with are right over there outside. I can go and get one of them to vouch for me if you like.
What for? You've probably already got them under your thumb, Bolshevik. The Youkols are like children. They say what you want them to.
A few months ago, the Youkol saved my life. Today, I'm just trying to help them. If you really have Youkol blood in your veins, you should be doing the same.
You chirp prettily, like vipers warming themselves in the sun on the stadium concrete during the summer.
Oh, I guess I still do
I
have
was
a knife.
thinking about what you said about your father, Kantika. You know, the Youkols think of him as a great benevolent spirit now. Because he decided to sacrifice himself to save the temple of the sacred ceremonies, so all future migrations could continue to receive the blessing of the spirits.
That's good. You should never forget the spirits.
The who?
Ti espiritulu makra henok biknok vanu. That's what the Youkol say to honor him.
May your spirit join together with those of the ancestors, and may your sacrifice never be in vain. That's what the Youkols say.
Well, they don't say it like that,
Even
though.
a Bolshevik... I mean, even the people from the capital who had the stadium built wouldn't know that. Give the notebook to your guide. He will understand if he really is the person you say. The spirit of my father will guide him.
Thank you.
Don't thank me too quickly, though. I don't know where the temple is, and even with the manuscript, finding it won't be easy. There is so much concrete and iron here. Sometimes even the spirits can do nothing. One last thing. The new caravan. Do you think that the guide could maybe come see me? I don't get that much company. So, if I could speak with some of my own people...
Of course, I understand. You can count on me.
Why don't you just come with us? Like, haha, fools here. I'm putting this thing on eBay now. It's gonna sit there along with my, you know, PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X order. Unattainable.
Something's wrong. Some died for the tribe, others to help them. Let all, nomads or not, be honored forever.
I mean, heck, most people can't even get a hold of a Switch, much less a brand new system.
Illegible.
What's an easy way back now? Is this way the easy way back? This way is a circle.
Dunyasha Dubrovskaya Tika, finally free of a ceaseless vigil. May she rejoin her family. Khan Tika, a spiritual guide who sacrificed himself to forever protect the migrations from ill fortune. Kirk told me about him earlier. Here lies Uncle Burden Dana, dead with hammer in hand.
Can't find.
How's Kirk in all this mess?
This creature seems to have taken quite a liking to me.
Tribe must find old temple before end of Red Moon.
How is your research coming, Kate Walker?
Well, I just happened to bump into the daughter of your predecessor, Khan Tika, in the cemetery there.
Really? What's she up to here?
Solitude weighs heavy.
She's been alone for a long time. It's made her a bit strange at first glance, but actually she's pretty nice.
Do you think she could help us find the temple?
She gave me her father's journal. I'm hoping it can help me find the temple quickly, but it's written in Youkol. Do you think you could translate it for me?
Of course.
That's not all. Would you mind paying her a visit? The poor woman's been alone for years, and I'm sure seeing someone from the tribe would do her a world of good.
I'd be honored to meet the descendant of the one who saved the temple. I'll go as soon as I've translated the journal. Give it to me, please.
Okay. To you, who would accompany the new migration of the sacred ostriches to the sullied lands, to you, our successor, I dedicate these pages. As the guardian, my flesh and blood will already have told you this sacrilegious concrete filth that rises on the site of our temple has forced us to camouflage the sanctuary. I have therefore left this map for you, and it is indeed a map, where the symbols are words and the directions enigmas. A map that only a true Youkol can interpret, and that leads to the doorway to our sanctuary, as well as its keys, on condition you follow the red moon and have the perspective you need. Before all else, I would wish to join you in paying homage to our valiant brothers and sisters who left the tribe to save our sacred temple. If I do not dwell upon certain moments of happiness, such as meeting the mother of my daughter, know that our existence as willing slaves was a long series of unhappy events. First, there was the sacrifice that our departure from the caravan. Then we knew pain, the pain of each day spending ourselves to construct this blight to our traditions so that at night we might toil to hide our sacred temple. Then came the time of death, our death, one after the other, some of exhaustion, others of despair. I sense my own hour approaching, and all that I bequeath my little Danasya is the greatest sacrifice of all, bearing all of our grief, alone for the rest of her existence, waiting for our successors. This dark fate to which I condemn my daughter evokes a legend but little known to our people, passed down from guide to guide, and which would seem to be a sinister premonition that I would share with you, that of the bloodthirsty Bothor, the madman who wanted to conquer the steppes. Bothor was the chief of our tribe. As feared as he was secretly hated, he annexed many of our villages, exacting unjust tribute from the people, enlisting them by force in his great army of mammoth riders and gathering all the shamans together in a council under his control. His thirst for conquest was so great that he wanted to extend his power not only over the Youkols, but over all peoples of the steppes. The subservient shamans of the council assured him that the feat was possible, on condition he triumphed over 4 major spirits to subject them to his will. The spirit of pain, the spirit of mourning, the spirit of death, and the spirit of sacrifice. By assimilating the essence of these spirits, the shamans assured him he would become the master of war, one to whom victory would never be refused. Luthor immediately set about to accomplish his task, hunting the 4 spirits of the very ends of our world, and sometime beyond. Glyph of Arkham, spirit of mourning. Glyph of Jacob, spirit of death. Glyph of Zebohos, spirit of sacrifice. Glyph of Hatkenzi, spirit of pain. Okay, wow. That's where all those symbols come in. Glyph of Kutlu, spirit of madness. Luthor triumphed over the spirits one by one and assimilated them, but the merging, the perfect alignment of all the spirits was an illusion. For the joining of mourning, pain, sacrifice, and death gave rise to the emergence of another spirit, Cthulhu, madness, who with great delight let himself be assimilated in turn by the impotent conqueror. And thus the serfs of Luthor saw a prematurely old man, awkward and stuttering, bereft of all desire for war, return from the hunt for the spirits. The shamans of the council who had initiated the ruse took back their power. Their different subjugated villages regained their independence. returning to the peaceful cooperation that had prevailed until then, and placing the now harmless Buthor in the stables of his former war mammoths. By recounting this story, I am sharing with you my greatest fear, that which has been gnawing at me since we began to hide the temple, whether by exposing my only child to all the suffering we have undertaken to hide the temple. I have condemned her to know that same fate as Buthor, a fear that only grows as we die one after the other, and which has not quite my side since. Wait. I have condemned her to know the same fate as Buthor, I fear that only grows as we die one after the other, and which has not quit my side since I hid the keys to our temple. And now we have reached the end of this dark burden that I leave to you. Our successor, remember to pay homage to the altar we have erected to honor those who fell to preserve our sacred temple. May the spirits go with you. Kantika. P.S. And if by chance you should be an impostor seeking to ransack our sanctuary, well, give up, poor fool. You are too narrow-minded to find what you seek. After all, for years we have been hiding one of our keys in the middle of your idols to vanity, and you never even realized it. Well, that was a lot. Yeah, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Syberia 3 on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.